want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. In Acts chapter 25, verse 21, it says, "But when Paul appealed to be reserved for the decision of Augustus, I commanded him to be kept till he could send to him to Caesar. But by footnote says that it was Nero. Who was the emperor that Paul got sent to?" All right, this is a great question because whom we know as Caesar Augustus, think 50 years prior to the birth of Jesus Christ, obviously a famous character in scripture and in history, and obviously according to William Shakespeare, but nonetheless, throughout the next 100+ years or so, there was a variety of individuals who had the office of Caesar, but had respective names, such as this case. You're absolutely correct. Whoever submitted this question, the person, the name of the individual that Paul actually was, for lack of better terms, appealing to would have been whom we know as Nero. Titus was his general that eventually burned Jerusalem. That's a whole other question for a different day. But to call him Caesar Augustus would be to just refer to his office, and that actually would be somewhat of a term of endearment. So at the time of the filming of this question, there's an individual by the name of Joe Biden, who is the president of the United States. If I were to tell you I had a situation in my life that I wanted to appeal to the president of the United States, well, today you would know that was Joe Biden. But what if I did that 70 years ago? It might have been John F. Kennedy. In other words, the President of the United States is a terminology we use for an office that is utilized by respective individuals, such as was Caesar and or Caesar Augustus, because these men believed. Now, Nero believed that he was God in flesh. He was of a deity character, and that Caesar Augustus originated this, and it's almost a Roman secular Caesar succession of these individuals that thought they were in the same lineage of this deity type office. So again, there's not a contradiction in scripture. It's just the difference between the formalized title and position versus the individual name that held it. Great question. If you have one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.